What's going on, guys? I'm back with a new video, and today I'm going to be giving you guys some more
educational content.
So this video isn't one of those like top 10 tips or something like that. It's just one single tip, but I'm going to be going really in depth about it. And after thousands and thousands of hours put into Rocket League, in my opinion, this is the single greatest concept slash tip you need to know. And the reason I'm making this video is because, as some of you know, I'm a Rocket League coach over at Gamers Ready. Basically, you can hire me as a Rocket League coach and we'll go over one of your replays together. I do play-by-play analysis where I go over each play of the game. I'll give you those hypothetical situations to think about to help you differentiate when you should go for stuff, when you shouldn't, all that kind of stuff. And I'll definitely help you out with those positional errors, those rotational errors. I have a whole thought process guide type of thing I get you to abide by and stuff like that. If it says I'm out of stock and you still want a session, don't worry. I'll put the date of when I'll be back in stock at the very top of my profile. So if you're interested in checking out my coaching page, it'll be the very first link in the description. Really check out any of the coaches on Gamers Ready. They're all great. But anyways, after, you know, a good amount of time spent coaching, I've seen a lot of mistakes that people make, and, you know, I've seen some crazy weird mistakes before. But this video is about the mistake that I see occur most often. It's not really a mistake, it's more of a thing that I see people not applying to the game enough. And what I'm talking about are far post rotations. I've only had one student send me a game that has been a perfect game regarding far post rotations ever. And it's not even like he was Grand Champ or anything. He was like Diamond 2 or 3 or something. And I've coached Grand Champs. So by no means do you have to be like a super high level player or anything to do this. You can, you know, be gold, platinum player, and you can easily apply this to your game. Obviously in the long run you need your speed and mechanics to help back you up. But even as a low ranked player, this will make your life so much easier. So a lot of you know a basic concept of rotations in Rocket League. Basically, when you get your hit, when you make a pass out to your teammate, at that point you would rotate back behind your teammate, get a little bit of boost, and let him get the hit. And then once he gets his pass out, at that point he would rotate behind you, and so on and so forth. And it applies to both 2v2 and 3v3. But you guys may be asking, what do I mean when I say far post rotation? And I'll try to make that crystal clear right now. So it's really as simple as this. Let's say you make your play as first man, you shoot it, you miss it, anything. Once you make your play and you're no longer in a position to follow it up, like you don't have boost, you don't have an angle for a shot, you're gonna be slower to the ball than your teammate, you're still landing, you're facing the other way while your teammate's in a good spot to shoot it. If your teammate's even close to looking like he can make a play himself, let him make the play. And at that point, you should be rotating back behind him. And I strongly encourage always rotating back to the far post. And to make far post rotations really simple, when you're rotating out and the ball's on the left side of the field, at that point, you would want to rotate towards your right post. The same thing goes when you're rotating and the ball is on the right side of the field. At that point, you would want to go towards your left post. What you don't want to be doing is rotating to the near post. So if the ball's on the right side of the field, you don't want to rotate towards your right post. And if the ball's on the left side of the field, you don't want to rotate towards your left post. When you rotate to the near post, even if it's to get boost, generally something awkward will happen. You could collide with your teammate, you could accidentally touch the ball, you can make your teammate think you're gonna collide with him or think you're gonna touch the ball. You could take his boost and confuse him. Even if you manage not to confuse your teammate, a lot of the times you're gonna end up turning from a really weird spot and losing a lot of momentum doing it. That's why far post rotations can be so much more useful than near post rotations. When you rotate to the far post, you're making it extremely clear to your teammate that you're rotating away from the play, away from the ball. And that's really good because from his field of view, he could see you flipping away from the play, so he knows to go for it himself. And that's good for you because you can get a ton of boost pads while having space, time, and momentum to turn and get ready for the next play. So I have 4 examples lined up doing some in-depth replay analysis. I have 2 near post rotation examples and 2 far post rotation examples to look over. Alright, so here in the first situation, my teammate, he just made a play. You can see him right here, and he has the option to either, you know, get this boost over here, and then, you know, start rotating near post, which, you know, be right where I am, which could mess me up. Or he has the option to get a few pads by going this way, you know, towards that far post area, because the ball is on this side of the field. So it'll be optimal for him to go on the opposite side of the field, so he's not, you know, cluttering the play, possibly interfering me and messing me up at all and making me hesitate. And you see him here, he starts to go in my area. He does end up rotating to the near post, which the distance between me and him is so low, it kind of starts to mess me up a little bit. Now since he's here on the same exact side of the field as me, now it can start to become a little bit awkward, which, you know, in this situation nothing terrible happened. And he does the same exact play from a bird's eye view here. So he makes his play as first man in rotation, he, you know, gets a little air dribble, and at this point, he should be going like this. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pads. Now he ends up on the far post, and he has, you know, 70, 80 boost. Rather than getting this 100 boost over here, and, you know, going right over here to where it could, you know, really interrupt my play, you know, what I'm trying to set up. It's really important for him to where he's going off of my screen. You know, he's flipping away, making it super clear that he wants to go to the far post. And you can see, you know, he's just cluttering the play a little bit too much. Near post rotation, something awkward will happen when you rotate to the near post pretty much every single time. And rotating far post can prevent that 100% of the time. And here we have an example of a, you know, a near post rotation that ends up a much worse situation. So he made his play his first man in rotation. He got a little area block. At this point, he should be rotating this way towards the far post area. So he has the opportunity, if he just checks where I am maybe, go to the far post around me, allow me to push towards that play. So it's pretty much, you know, a really clean rotation. You know, he hits the ball, goes to the far post. I hit the ball, I go to the far post. If you do that every time, the game will be so easy for you. There's where I want to end up. You know, I want to end up really quickly pressuring the ball because I'm already facing the play. He doesn't really have another viable hit here. And you can see that's where my arrow pretty much is. But you can see he kind of starts to cut my arrow a little bit. Now that's where it could, you know, potentially start a cut in rotation. You know, you always want to go around the arrows if possible like that. You can see even after he gets the first touch, like he kind of clutters the play. He makes me slow down a little bit. That in itself is a smaller mistake, but here's where the biggest mistake occurs. And at this point, it'll be much more optimal for him to rotate towards the far post area rather than the near post area, because I'm right there on his screen, and you can't see the ball right now, but the ball is somewhere over here on the wall. So when the ball's on the left side of his screen, rotate to the right, you know, get 5-6 different small boost pads, and he'll end up in a super good spot. But you can see now once he, you know, commits to a near post rotation, that completely and quite literally takes me out of the play since I am getting bumped. So that play did not need to happen. Easy fix by going to the far post. And here we have an example where I start to rotate to the near post, and I see that I'm accidentally doing that. And right away, right when I see it, I see that I'm in, you know, a little bit of an awkward spot. I flip to the far post right away. That's really important. The ball's on this side of the field. I'm on this side of the field too, and I don't want to be there because I don't want this next hit. I'm facing the wrong way. I don't have momentum going towards the play. All my momentum is going this way. I just don't have a viable hit here. It's going to be so hard for me to go like this and do some sort of crazy turn because that loses you so much momentum to do that. You might as well kind of reset rotation because his arrow, he wants to go over here, and if I continue going over here, I would cut his arrow. You never want to cut the arrows in, you know, 2v2 and 3v3. Easy flip towards that far post area. Now I'm, you know, trying to go around him, allowing him to turn and push this play when he would see me on his screen, you know, going behind him. So that flip right there, that one really secured it. Flipping this direction allows him to see that I'm going behind him. He can easily push up himself. And he has the security that I'd end up behind him. In case he makes a mistake, I would be over here behind him already. Easily be able to follow up his play if he misses. So there we go, he goes for the ball, and look what this turn does for me. I want you guys to watch this again. Look how I'm supersonic right now. Far post rotations, if you know, you flip, you pick up boost pads, this little circle motion, you have so much space to do this turn, so much time to do it. You can keep literally 100% of your momentum if you want while you do it, and it allows you to go for the next play so quickly because you have so much space, time, and momentum to read it. That's why it's really important to go to the far post to keep your momentum. And you can see I'm easily able to go to this hit really fast and get a pass out to my teammate, which he ends up following up. That's all because I rotated to the far post. It made it easy for both me and my teammate. Alright, in the next play here, go for the ball. Try to get, you know, cool little double touch dunk thing. I don't get it. I made my play as first man though. I'm right here, I see that he's right here, and the ball is going on this side of the field over here. So a far post rotation would be, you know, if the ball's on the left side, far post rotation is to go this way on the right side. And that's what I start to do. And then I see that he actually has offensive pressure, so at any time when you start a far post rotation, you could turn, you know, any time you want here, just like that, and, you know, get ready for the next play. That's exactly what I do with a little mini far post rotation. Unfortunately, I get beat to the ball. Pretty dumb play for me to go for, but it's not the biggest deal. I made my play as first man. At this point, I see I could go for this boost, I could go for this boost, I could go for that boost. You know, I literally have 0 boost right now. I could go for any of those 3 boosts, but I see the ball is going this way. And, you know, if I try to go for this boost, that would be a near post rotation by me, which would make my teammate's life hard over here. He sees that I could go this way, try to follow the ball, but the problem is that would make me and him arrive at a very similar spot. Even if I pick up, with these boost pads, I could potentially be cutting his arrow, making both of us slow down, putting both of us in a pretty bad spot here. So I, do anything I can to get around his arrow, like that. Since the ball's on this side of the field over here, I decided to go on the opposite side of the field to make a really clean far post rotation. And look, I have all these different boost pads I could pick up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, any one of those I could pick up while I'm going to the far post, which is, 30, 40, 50 boost. So not only am I allowing this guy to see that I'm going behind him, but I'm also allowing myself to pick up a lot of pads and come to the ball with full momentum here. Look, I pick up 3 more pads, and I have space, time, and momentum to read that play, so that's why far post rotations can be so good. Alright, I hope you guys have a better understanding of what far post rotations are, how useful they can be, and why it's better to do them and stuff. Seriously though, I want you guys to save this video, share it with a few friends, look back on it. Because if you can apply this video to your own game and discipline yourself to rotate to the far post anytime you have the chance to, you'll find yourself in so many less awkward situations, and you'll be more ready for so many plays. It's honestly such a simple tip, but if you can consistently do it, you'll find yourself able to rank up a lot easier. If this video helped you out at all, make sure to drop a like, and subscribe if you're new and would like to see more videos like this, and comment your favorite pizza topping, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Attention, Rocket League gamers. Musty is in big trouble. He needs your help to find the next epic Rocket League mechanic. Now to do this, all he needs for you to do is watch the ads all the way through, and while you're there, make sure to Musty flick your way to the subscribe button. Do it. Do it now.
We're ready.